this is where most human beings screw the pooch.
So a little one-person trampoline, very,
If I screen shared it, like there's no excuse. Like phone numbers are just out there. You just got to pick up the phone, smile, and dial. So. Good morning, and welcome back. I dropped my pen. Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of the Talk to Tanner Morning Show, where we go over tips, tricks, ideas, and exercises to help make you the absolute best entrepreneur you can be, not only for yourself, but for the people you love and care about most. We're all about personal development here, and one of my favorite speakers of all time, one of my online mentors, that's something that we do in our coaching, is we pick a handful of people who we can learn from, who we enjoy, who we're interested, who we can be more curious about. And that leads right directly to one of the points from Jim Rohn, one of the greatest speakers of all time. He talked about curiosity quite a bit. And I'm just going to go over 5 beneficial tips, tricks, and ideas that I've gotten from being more curious in my life and how I plan to use this going forward in the future. Sorry, adjusting my camera just a smidge. But we're going to go on the chalkboard and we're going to write out these 5 reasons. I'm firmly a firm believer that if we can just be more curious with our personal endeavors, with our business endeavors, with our interests, with our hobbies, when that framing is just right and it's in the right light to what it is that we want to learn and enjoy, and we can just be more curious. So maybe today's challenge, we have something around the point. We're trying to be more curious, more interested into the things that we want to learn, develop, and grow, versus just like, I have to do this, and I have to do that, and I have to do this. It's like, no, you get to do that. You get to do that too. And you also get to do this. And being curious about what we get to do can be the difference between having a really good day and a really bad day. So this morning, we're going to start off with a little curiosity. 5 tips and ideas to help you become more curious in your own life. Let's go ahead and not beat around the bush. Let's get straight to the chalkboard. Curiosity. How can I be more curious in my life? How can I be more productive? How can I feel good from curiosity? Jim Rohn, one of the famous things that he talks about is being curious like a child. Being curious like a child. Adults and humans stomp on ants while kids take the time to look at ants and look at them through a magnifying glass, or just kind of check them out and see how does this work? How does this work? So number 1 benefit is personal growth. Personal growth helps with this, and I would argue, I would put experience and knowledge. EXP is for experience and knowledge. So in my case, being curious has helped my personal growth through experience. If we are curious to try new things, if we are curious on the things that we want to learn, if we can be willing to go another layer with this, our personal growth can skyrocket through the ceiling. Experience towards what it is that we're trying to do, thinking to ourselves, okay, how can I be more curious about what I am trying to learn today? And it's really hard to learn when you don't experience something. So hinting at the fact that we need to be able to take a step forward, take some action on this, try it out. So experience. Good morning. I want to make sure that we are live and rolling. Can't see the top of my broadcast right here. Okay. Let me try and double check with this. Sorry, folks. Good morning. We're all good to go. Okay, we are still rolling. Sorry about that. I was having some connective issues and trying to see it on my own calendar. Tip number 2, personal growth, getting more experience and more knowledge. Tip number 2 would be problem solving. Our ability to solve problems can come down to the simple fact of whether we are able to look at the problems we are trying to solve. Are problems going to be present in our life? Yes. Do we want problems in our life? Yes. But there's this adjustment in personal growth of solving these problems because we know that they're inevitable and we don't want them to be totally absent because we know it engages us, it keeps us growing towards what it is that we want to accomplish. I mean, if you were just given everything, then I'm like, okay, well, this is done. What's my purpose? What's the meaning? What am I trying to get done here? So problems are a good thing. It's just, it can be really difficult to, in the moment, be like, oh, well, this serves a role. This means that. I'm not saying you need to have fun with every single problem, but if we can just add a layer of curiosity to this problem solving, it can be incredible. Let's look over at a few of my notes over here that I had written down. Just looking for solutions, different approaches, more effective ways. So if we can combine this, a layer of curiosity with our problem solving, what can we get done today? Maybe something we could ask ourselves is, how can I apply curiosity to one problem today? How can I apply curiosity to one problem I am trying to solve today? Next one up is curiosity helps with creativity. Creativity. Becoming creative in the creative economy, I would argue there's so many one-person small businesses, teams out there, and being on social media has been more important than ever. Just the scalability of it's absolutely broken. You can get out, the barrier to get into this is absolutely free. You can make a Facebook account, a LinkedIn account. You can make all of these for free, and then you can just start posting your experiences and your knowledge to the world to show them what it is that you do, the types of problems that you solve for people, and the value you can bring to the marketplace. By containing that and adding curiosity to creativity, we can try and muster up some ideas of what it is that we're doing. How can we, if we just took a list, maybe a good exercise would be for creativity, you get like a notebook or something, and then you're just writing down social media posts, underline, and then maybe a subheading would be problem solving. What problems have you solved? If you have a particular problem, there's a good chance that 2 million other people also have this problem. Or also with personal growth, the things that you are getting better with, I imagine millions of others are also trying to get better with. Such as this, I'm trying to apply curiosity. So it's like, okay, let's learn about curiosity over a couple of days, and then let's try and make some media content to help other people with this as well. So getting more creative by being more curious. How can I be more curious about and take this another layer, another step to help with my creativity? What are you trying to create? Being creative can really help in the world of writing. If you're trying to write more content, if you're trying to make more video content, something like this, or however you're trying to be more creative to connect with your clients, connect with your family, connect with your friends, adding that layer of curiosity. So tip number 4 we have on here is improved relationships. If you're looking for improved relationships, being curious is the cure. Improved relationships So whether you're listening to your parents, you're listening to your children, we're listening to our other immediate friends and family, whoever this may be, maybe it's a potential client. You're going to a networking event. I'm going to go meet this person. And if we can bring more curiosity to them, their problems, their experiences, their knowledge, when we're focused on the other person, and we bring a level of curiosity to that. So listening to other people tell me if this sounds familiar. When we don't have the right lens, or we're not we're not setting ourselves up to listen to somebody, then it seems like somebody's just droning on, just going on about their problems, going on about their day. It's like, I'm going through that too, man. I'm doing that too. And we're not good listeners and we don't really care. We don't have a whole lot of empathy. And it can just make the whole experience of trying to improve these relationships a total drag. Versus if we can have a lens of curiosity of like, they know something I do not. And there's something I can benefit from that. So the improved relationships I can gain just by adding a layer of curiosity. What have they gone through that would be beneficial for me? What are their experiences? Why are they even here at this event? What is the purpose behind that? And just being a little more curious about other people can make us more interesting as individuals and help us improve relationships. People remember how you make them feel, not what you say, and listening and being a little more curious can help with that feeling of making them feel better. So tip number 4, improve relationships. And tip number 5 before we wrap up is better health. I have experienced better health from being more curious. One of my favorite things that I love to do that has helped me just feel significantly better is after I eat something, I wait 15 minutes and then I think to myself, how do I feel right here, right now? And I was able to really get rid of the foods that made me feel like crap. I am in the business of feeling like crap less. Will I feel bad sometimes? Yes. Will I get frustrated sometimes? Yes. But if I can go through a life of just reducing these things, improving my health, being curious of how I can have this continuous improvement, I'm going to have a higher quality of life. I think there's levels to how deep you go into this, but if we can just bring the curiosity, whether it's to one of the 5 pillars we always talk about here on the show, how can you improve your sleep? Like, could you maybe try a different pillow? Could you maybe try going to bed 30 minutes earlier? Could you maybe try drinking more water? Maybe you could measure how much water you drink. If you are tired and you're cranky and you're not a good person to be around, be honest with yourself. How much water have you drank today? Or maybe when was the last time you exercised? Maybe we just get curious about ourselves because, again, we're big believers here that the best way to give back to the world is just be a better you. So this is a remedy that we can all dive into. And curiosity, just the goal of this is, I'm not trying to be too hard on this. I know you can get it to the point to where it's like military style. I have to do this. I have to do this. We're just trying to make this more fun. Like what sounds fun to you? Like in the world of curiosity? Is it like how you're personally growing? Do you want to go try something new this weekend? Have you ever been scuba diving? Have you ever traveled to a particular state? What's something new that you could experience that would help with your curiosity? Or what's something new that you would learn? It's hard to say to pick our passion if we don't like doing something. Maybe we can be curious about what is a better way of going about it by seeking out knowledge, whether we're watching YouTube University videos, just watching videos on YouTube, I mean by that, and we're just reading up on blogs. Maybe we're connecting with other online mentors. Maybe we're connecting with a coach or something like that to get that knowledge. So what would be fun for you? Personal growth, problem solving. Is there a fun way to go about solving your problems? Creativity. What kind of style do you want to bring to people? Being more creative, curiosity with that lens, improve relationships. Who do you want to hang out with? Maybe we model our business around the people who we like to spend time with, because then that will hopefully bring the best out of us. So, and lastly, better health, being curious. If you don't have your health, you don't have shit. We've said that time and time again. We're sticking to it. So being curious about how we can have better health. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick little wrap up for my video editor. I am here. Okay. Good morning. So this morning we were able to cover over 5 lessons of improving curiosity. Tip number 1, personally grow yourself. Or these are the 5 benefits I've been getting from being more curious in my life. Personal growth, knowledge, experience, problem solving, trying to solve the problems. We all have problems and we all have to solve them to reach fulfillment. Creativity, trying to find more ways to post online, being more creative in my personal work. Improving relationships, as I'm more curious about my family, my friends, I can help them. And lastly, better health as well. So I hope this was helpful, everyone. Today's challenge, let's go ahead and get that in the comments below. Today's challenge, pick one subject in our life to be curious about. And we don't need to completely flip our world upside down, right? We're big believers in taking gradual change, applying it, trying it out. Today's challenge, pick one subject in our life to be curious about. So cheers to personal development. Cheers to challenging ourselves, starting our days off right here at the Talk to Taryn Morning Show. If you know anyone who would love to come on to the show, I'm looking for more guests to apply and come on. Personal business owners, people in different areas of personal development, anyone who's willing to share their experiences to help benefit our viewers. Would love to have you on the show. Additionally, if you want to work with me, I do one-on-one life mapping. I help people create a life map in just 6 weeks to completely turn your life in a direction to include more enjoyment, more happiness, more productivity, or your money back guaranteed. Money back guaranteed. The first session is always free. The first week of the course is free because I believe if it's not right for you, I don't want you doing it. I don't want to take your money. So if it's not right for you, it's not right for you, and that's okay. But we've been changing lives, and I'm really proud of it, and that's why we have such bold claims and guarantees. But we're really excited and continue to help people out and moving in the right direction. If you need a coach for your personal and professional life. Thanks, everyone. That's all I have for this morning. Make sure to tune in tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. live. We have a Army veteran, a sniper team leader, someone who's working with the juvenile department over there, investigative detective work. Really cool guy. I got a chance to meet in college, and now he's off doing fantastic things, Bryce Renchler. So he'll be live on the show as a guest tomorrow morning, so be on the lookout for that. Other than that, I'll be seeing you guys all live 7 a.m. tomorrow morning with that guest. But have an amazing, fun-filled Thursday. Try and enjoy it as much as you can. What's today's date? It's the 30th. March 30th. Once the sun goes down, poof, the day is gone and we're off to the next day. So we're trying to enjoy it as much as possible. Remember, life's meant to be enjoyed. This human experience is pretty cool. So we can have a light, positive attitude towards that and keep getting better. It'll be a good one. Thanks, friends. I'm out of here. I'll catch you on the next episode. Cheers.